guys, how you doing? My name's Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue, and I got a special show for you today. Something a little bit different, right? We are going to do a 4-bag giveaway on this Masterbuilt Lump Charcoal, along with a box of fire starters, and also I have a product test that we're going to turn our Masterbuilt 1050 into a griddle. So stay tuned. Alright everybody, my name's Tommy and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. And look, first up, I'd like to thank Masterbuilt for reaching out and supplying me with a few bags of lump to test and a few bags to give away to my viewers. I'm real excited about that. Also, I'd like to thank Luke for reaching out and sending me this shroud mod that turns your 1050 or 560 into a griddle. Look, we all know Luke. He's the man behind the water pan mod and the firebox mod, amongst a couple other mods. So we know this is going to be top-notch stuff. So look, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, look, first off, I want to thank Masterbuilt for reaching out to me. I've had this lump probably for about 3 weeks, but I wanted to put it through some tests, you know, just to make sure it's up to par before I offer it as a giveaway. And I can tell you, it's definitely up to par and it is pretty good stuff. So I'm excited to bring you that. And also, like I said, this product test, we're going to, I got a big old ribeye steak in the house. We're going to set this up. Well, look, first of all, I'm going to fire up the old Masterbuilt. Then we're going to set this up and we're going to see how evenly this shroud here works. So this is definitely going to be a different show, but also a fun show. You know, as I go to fire up this Masterbuilt, I've probably had this pit, the longest running pit I think I've got in this backyard, right? You've seen me switch pits throughout the years, and I've probably had this pit here close to a year. And the chatter online was, you know, how long is it going to last? How long is it going to last? And I got to say, man, I've probably done about 130, 140 cooks on this sucker. And I mean, she's holding up pretty good for sure. And what I'm going to do here is just, I'm going to open up this lump. We'll take a look. We'll show you a couple pieces of it. I'll load up the old pit. I'm going to use the fire starter, and we're going to get this thing going. And we'll talk a little bit more about Masterbuilt. Also, I'll show you this shroud. We'll get that set up, and then we'll get old ribeye on there, and we'll just go from there. So look, the giveaway I'm going to do is basically for 4 bags of this. Hashtag Gallery BBQ down in the description, and I'll do a live drawing online. Again, that's for 4 bags. These are 16-pound bags. And also a box of these fire starters. Again, hashtag Gallery BBQ in the description will get you entered. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So look at your basic lump. We got some smaller pieces. We got some pretty big pieces in here. So nothing, nothing out of the ordinary on this. What I'm going to do is I got my thing open. Let's get some dumped in. And we got a, these are pretty much made for the Masterbuilt, as I understand it. They are block. And they are probably the perfect size that's going to fit in there and light up. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Look, so basically, like anytime you light the this pit, you want to light it. You want to leave this open, and you want to leave that open. You want this to get moving. Probably takes about, about 3-4 minutes. Then we'll shut everything down and we'll set our temp. So look, sorry about those focus issues, but some important words were spoken. that I thought needed to stay in. Look, setting up this shroud couldn't be more easier. You'll remove your top two grates. And basically that shroud there just kind of fits right in over the heat assembly. So look, basically what this is going to do, right, it's going to redirect the heat straight up and straight underneath your griddle. Then you'll reinstall your two grates and get your griddle top on, and you are good to go. All right, so we got our briquette thing in, we got our lump in, everything is lighting pretty good. I put the shroud in, and hey, look, you can see nobody has used the Masterbuilt more than me. It's probably been sitting for a couple weeks, so needs a good cleaning for sure, but I wanted to get this video out quick, so I'm just gonna load it up, fire it up, and cook me an old steak. Now look, one thing Luke, who's the maker of this shroud, and I'll leave all his information down below. Those of you who have gone to my Facebook group, which, oh, by the way, is 10,000 strong, so I definitely tip my hat to all my Facebook members, but he recommends not setting your pit more than 500 Fahrenheit, as it just throws too much heat and may damage the shroud. So we're going to start it off at 400. We'll let the pit heat up. I'll get the griddle on, and then we'll cook us up that steak. Stay tuned. Oh yeah. Alrighty, look, I just wanted to bring this back live. The shroud does what it says it's supposed to do, that's for sure. You saw me take some measurements in front and behind the shroud, and the measurements right over where the shroud directing that heat up definitely is you know, good 100+ degrees hotter than the sides. So that's I'd say that's a pretty good sign. I got to get that griddle up into the 500 Fahrenheit range before we can get this steak on and get the proper sear. So we're just going to wait for that. And again, I got my pit set, I believe, at 450 Fahrenheit, and hopefully that'll do the trick. So what I'm going to do for this test is I'm going to use the griddle top that comes with the Pit Boss 1600. I think this will work fine for this test, and obviously we'll get some temp measurements. And here is my steak. This is a nice 1.5 inch ribeye, and I'm just going to go with a basic salt and pepper. Oh man. Oh. Alrighty, look, it's been about 10 minutes. I got my steak ready to go. I got a little garlic and of course a little butter because I got to fancy it up. Let's go over to the Masterbuilt and get a temperature reading on that griddle top. All right, look, so we are just under 500 Fahrenheit, and I believe that's going to be good enough. What I want to do here is I want to spin the other camera around, and we'll watch this steak cook. So look, I didn't think any words needed to be spoken, so I just kind of let the tape run there, right? I'm going to get a little butter down, and also I'm going to get a little garlic down. We'll get that all sauteed up. We'll get some flavor on this steak, and then we'll get it off, get it on the board, and I'll give you some final thoughts. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to pull off this steak, and I'll have to tell you, so far, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, man. I mean, look, the shroud definitely did what it was supposed to do. And if I had to purchase a top part for this, I would look something for right down in the middle of that shroud. What I basically used was my Pit Boss griddle top, which basically worked good, but I'd want to fill that whole shroud up with a flat top. So there's definitely some measurements, and all you have to do is measure your width grill grates, because it's going to sit right on top of that. So, you know, whatever that measurement is, whether you got the 560 or the 1050, and I guess you're not going to get this for the 800, right? Because that has a griddle insert, although I dig this one more because you don't have to take stuff apart. You just kind of lay it in there. Alrighty, look, so like I said, man, I am definitely impressed on what this shroud did. Just slide it right over the heat assembly, and basically you turn your Masterbuilt 1050 or 560 into a flat top. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh. And I could tell you, you could taste that garlic butter right away. Just took a little sample. Perfectly cooked. We nailed a nice rare to medium rare. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Steak. You know it's perfect, man. Oh, man. And you know I got Molly waiting for a little taste right over there. So gingerly. There you go, girl. There you go. All right, guys, look, that's it for this one, man. This was a, well, you know, this was a home run, right? The shroud did what it was supposed to do, and if you're looking to turn your 560 or 1050 into a flat top, I'll have information down below. I appreciate Luke for sending it to me, and also I appreciate Masterbuilt for the 4 bags of lump charcoal, hashtag Gallery BBQ. Leave that down in the description, and you'll be entered, and I'll run the drawing live. If you don't got the hashtag BBQ down there and just comment, well, you're not going to win the 4 bags of lump. They're 16-pound bags. And also a box of these fire starters. So definitely, and look, that is it. I'm going to drop some more videos over here. You know, roll my Patreons over there. I appreciate you all, 10K strong in the Masterbuilt Gravity Fed Facebook group. Thank you to all of you. And until next time, I will see you soon.